Hello and welcome to another episode of Gyrologue Plays Spelunky. Spelunky Gyrologue, yada yada. We already did the daily challenge today, but don't worry about that. The video got yeeted because the mic had some issues, and then I tried to fix it on the fly, and then the mic just turned off. That's that's the kind of technical night that I'm having. It's technically a night, yes. Hello. What do we... See, I now don't know what we talked about within that 5 minutes. It was a pretty good daily too. Like we got a jetpack. Yeah, we were cruising along. Tom cruising along. You know, it is what it is though. At least we had fun playing. That is the important part, correct? What just happened? I think I know what happened. I triggered the second... Okay, let's reset this. Speaking of triggering. Yay. Alright, restart. But yeah, glad to hear that people are enjoying the series, or at least some people. You know, if if one person walks away from my leisure time going, "Hey, that was a fun listen. That was a fun watch. Thank you for putting that up on YouTube." That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not specifically asking for people to comment so I can get engagement, so I can get you know, the YouTube video viral to a sense. It's I realize that helps with the algorithms and so on and so forth, but no, it's just encouraging. It helps keep the videos going. I mean, it's funny, I catch myself saying that, and I'm like, well, what if people don't want this series to keep going? You know, they're like, why don't you just go back to Twitch? You know, your home base. You know, I liked being able to look forward to you being online every day on Twitch, so I can talk to you there. It's a little complicated. You know, kids... or a kid in my on my end at least, new job, lots of things going on. You guys already know the spiel. You guys don't care probably. You're like, why don't you just do it, forehead? You know, I wish it was that easy. I wish streaming was that easy. Just do it. But like, you know, from the people that I started streaming with, the only people that are still streaming are people who are partnered, and they even had like their own situations where they're just like, I don't know if this is worth it anymore. But it is in the plans. I do want to continue streaming at some point. It just has to be the right things, you know. I don't want to just I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. And I don't want to waste your time and my time and your time, etc., etc. It's you know, yeah, you know. It's got to be the right games. It's got to be it does. Okay, so that kind of stuff is kind of like people scoff at. And I think that specifically, I'll give you a pass with scoffing at. What caused it to blow up though? Come on. Okay, well, that works, I guess. I don't know. Immediate tilt. I want my Kapala, okay? I need my reassurance of HP. Okay. Oh, so the arrow trap triggered him? Are you kidding me? Well, that was just straight up luck. Okay, let's get out of here. I've been toying with the idea, and I have to verbalize this so I can keep I don't know. It's kind of a serious topic slash like kind of not slash like who cares slash like just do what you feel like doing. It, you know, there's a lot of opinions that can come out of just. Hold on, let me just do a little bit of a ricochet. Didn't work. It kind of worked. So if I can get him to jump left. Boom, gotcha. I got him. But my concerns are valid because, okay, so let me just back up. With my previous moniker, Omnivision, it came to like my manager's attention that I streamed. Because it was a tech company. But then it started to be brought up that, you know, I wanted success on my stream more than I wanted success on the job. And to some extent, yes, that's kind of true. But that's like saying, hey, what, you would rather be successful in a rock band than your desk job? What are you, a monster? What, you'd rather win the lottery than work hard for your money? Which I don't know if that's even true. Like, I would rather, yes, I wouldn't mind winning the lottery for me to be able to do whatever the heck I wanted. Well. Oops. Oops. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so that conversation that happened very often. And I mean, naturally, that was not. It was an unintended side effect of me telling people at work that I was pursuing, you know, streaming before it was even like before Ninja blew up, you know. Before I blew up in Spelunky. So, yeah, so I'm a little bit cautious about telling people in real life why that I'm streaming, like especially at work. But also I'm cautious about telling the audiences what I do for a living. Because that might have the inverse effect as well. And I don't know, I've been trying to dodge my way around it, but I feel like specifically for the Gyrologue stuff, for my podcast style content, it's a little bit hard to dodge because what else do you have to talk about but your life? You know, it's really hard to just improv like I don't know, stories that you're making up in your head. It's yeah. So basically, these are gonna be my open book, my diary, I guess. I mean, obviously on Twitch it's gonna be mentioned too. You know, the real fans that are listening to these can go watch me on Twitch and, you know, have some intimate details. I hate to use the word intimate, that's kind of gross. But yeah, I am a mail carrier. That is, as in it sounds like I just like told everyone I was Iron Man, which is not the case. It's not as glamorous as that. Yes, as in I lift men. Male carriers, not a female carrier, because that's different. No, it's not. That's not that funny. But yeah, basically just walk around in circles doing, getting paid. I want to say similarly to my tech job, but it's actually a little bit more, which is insane. I guess you could say I was criminally underpaid as a tech, like tech support kind of guy, like software support. But you know, it's maybe I'm getting paid more than I should as a carrier. But you know, it's just it's hard work, you know. So it kind of makes sense that it makes as much as it does. So I'm getting in 11 miles a day. 11 miles of walking and carrying stuff, like not just light stuff, not just paper. There's quite a bit to it. Like there's a lot of things you gotta remember, and it's definitely not the hardest job I've ever had, but physically, definitely up there. Like I don't even know what I would compare it to, but I'm getting a workout in every single day. If some people would ask me like what the best part of the job would be, is finding a bathroom in the middle of the day. You take for granted that you're able to, like in an office, just use the restroom whenever you can, and you have like access to water fountains, that kind of stuff, you know, when you actually need it. It's instrumental to having a good day. How dare you, fighter. But yeah, so that's basically what's been happening with me. In case you guys are wondering, like, where is this guy? Why is he like taking so much time off? It's just some days are harder than others, and I'm trying to still figure out a flow. Oh, that's a good bomb. Oh, come on. All right, here we go. Not what he wanted. Works for me. Works for me. But yeah, still figuring out a rhythm. When you start out as a mail carrier, you work 6 days a week, and they basically, the hardest part of your career is the first 2 years, because you're basically jumping around wherever they need you. You're the backup guy. You have the toughest job in the whole thing, and you're getting paid the least. Yeah. Some people are like, yeah, that sounds about right, but it makes the turnover rate like insane. But it also, like, if you're learning, you know, you're definitely not worth as much in the beginning, because there is a lot to learn about just like habits, how fast you need to go, etc., etc. I don't know if I'm boring you enough with my career details. You probably have a lot of questions. You can DM me on Discord or whatever, and then I can talk about them on here. There's a lot of there's probably a lot of stuff that I can go into, but yeah, recently I've been talking to dogs. Comedic pause. Pause as in like dog pause. That's not a good pun. It's just I think it's a natural thing when you don't really talk to anyone, and that's actually a huge perk of the job. You don't have to talk to anybody besides like people that ask you questions, which is very seldom because especially in the middle of the week, you know, who's home besides retired people or like bums? Sorry, you're not bums. You're a college student. You're trying to get to a point where you're going into a career, you know. A lot of people are probably just like, wait, people still get like snail mail letters? Yes, it is true. People still get letters. Lots of them, especially like businesses send out a lot of mail. Like kind of a huge part of the revenue. Okay, there we go. If we do rope right here, and boom. Y'all got him right in the nose. Yeah, been talking to dogs. Mostly just like sarcastically. There was one that there was one that did a face plant, kind of like what I just did right there. And I said, well, it was like barking really aggressively at me at first. And I was just like, that's what you get, dude. You tripped right on your face in the snow. He's like, yeah. Because they're nasty creatures when they're not your own. I understand. You're like, oh man, the poor thing. Nah, it's living a lavish life, especially when I'm like in like 10-degree weather with like the wind chill is like negative something. Dogs are barking at me from inside a house. I'm just like, hey, enjoying the heat in there, you know, stuff like that. But that's yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my stories. I'm gonna have a lot more, obviously, but thank you so much for hanging out. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit that sub button if you want to get notification of new stuff coming out. We got lots of videos coming out, pumping out to the content for you. I just realized that the voice line thing has been frozen the whole time, but you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Thank you for watching. See ya.